for the ground. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundry mat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is doing good. Happy Wednesday to you all. And yeah, let's get it. Let me see what's going on here for all systems go. Yeah, we look good. And yeah, let's get into it. Check all good. Let's get it. All right. So today, big day today in the markets, guys. Today's CPI day for GBP here. So big day for the GBP. I'm not in the market, just for the GBP. Not as big as USD CPI, but definitely important for GBP here. And yeah, they're expecting crazy numbers. You know, they're expecting something out of the ordinary, I would say, where they're expecting a percentage drop here. Actually, 1.1% drop here. Pretty nuts to see inflation come a whole 1.1% down. But let's see if that can stay true or not. Let's look at their forecast. You know, normally their forecast is pretty on point, to be honest. Look, 4, 3.8, pretty much on point. I expect numbers maybe to come, maybe 2.5. 2.5 is my expectation, which will probably send the chart a little bit mixed. Probably a pump up first before a rejection. We'll have to see. This is pretty hard to predict. I do think that we have had some pricing in, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some movement down here and then come back and have a look at it. So let's have a look at the analysis. This line here in the middle can go. This 15-minute can move up here. And then let's have a look at the analysis here, right? And do everything as we normally do. So start off on the daily time frame, see how daily has progressed. Obviously, daily yesterday closing doji here, leaving us, you know, an option if we start breaking the highs. Obviously, we could even expect, you know, for this to be like a daily setup number 3. Little bit of a longer wick than you would want on a setup 3, but would play the same idea. It's not strong enough of a bearish candle close to tell us that, hey, this makes sense for complete downside here. Everything is bearish. This looks like it's gonna, you know, dump to the floor. That's not what this daily candle says, right? tapped weekly target. In terms of which weekly target? In terms of a very old one, I wouldn't say that's fully considered, since we've been through it already, right? We've been through it already, so it's not really the same. But now looking at 4-hour time frame, we do have a 4-hour resistance formed right here, and that is basically our target for the session. So for me, basically, I think buys are going to start to make sense above the 4-hour resistance, as that is only around 6 pips away. So in my mind, you know, no point of trading, you know, 6 pip range. You're probably going to be buying above that to then try fill some of this wick, to try fill some higher levels here, right? Now if we do end up coming down here and breaking 4-hour structure, then obviously that's where sells can start to make sense. But news is probably going to give that selling move, and you probably won't be able to catch it. And if news just dumps down and we can see that data is not as we expected, and we can make an analysis based on that, that pullback can even be opportunity for more upside as well. And that can pull back, create supports where you can be looking for upside. So we really have to see what news does. Short-term analysis can be drastically changed. I mean, if news pushes 50 pips up here, then, you know, we literally need to wait for some form of support or something like that. But we can bring back our levels like this and have a look at what we got going on here. So this level here is still being respected. We do have a small range here. This 50, I mean, yeah, it's getting very messy at the top of this range. I'd say this whole range here is very messy, which is this 11 pip range here is a little bit of a mess, this whole 11 pip range. So we'll have to see what news does. I mean, if news doesn't do much, which I'll be surprised if news doesn't do much, but that would have mean it's been priced in, and we just hang about in here and come back to the bottom of the range, then I'm quite interested to see rejection from the bottom of the range. Look for buys, just repeat this move that's been happening. I think the real selling zone is going to be below here. This is going to be the real selling zone below here, this 15-minute support. This is where sells are most going to make sense, below this range here, you know. So that's what I'm looking at. I quite like that level I had, though. We do react off it quite a lot here. Even here we were reacting off it. Here we didn't give a crap. But realistically, the whole range, you could just draw like a massive box here. But yeah, I think sells best are going to be below 198.259. But for now, sells doesn't make sense. Let's wait for news, and then let's make a little bit more in-depth analysis based on news and what we got going on, right? So yeah, apart from that, let's have a look at gold here on the other hand, right? Let's see what gold is doing here. Need to go and analyze gold as well. So looking at gold here, we're still stuck in the same range here. Can remove some of these lines here, make it a bit more cleaner. 1 hour support I'll keep, this support I'll keep, and let's do the analysis. Start off on daily time frame. So daily time frame here on gold, previous daily closing bearish, now still respecting the lows. So once we break the lows, that's what's going to give us more confidence that we could see a retest maybe to this wick here, 2397, or we could see a retest down to 2392 in terms of daily time frame. Looking at 4 hour time frame here on the other hand, 4 hours still respecting the range lows here. We could literally just bounce off the bottom of the range like yesterday, and that could play true here. So we bring back drawings, we move the 4 hour support to down here. I actually want to keep both, to be honest. I want to keep both just to see what's going on, something like that. See what 1 hour is saying. Move this here to 1 hour support. Oop. 1S. Alright. Look at that. It's like your watch zone. See the 30 minute. 30 minutes getting messy. Very, very messy. This I don't really care about anymore. It's not too relevant. Not buying that anyways. Yeah, a little bit messy. Realistically now, with how messy this is, see, the problem is, again, selling into this rejection zone is asking for a slap. That's all we've seen. All we've seen is every time you try sell into this, you just get slapped at some point. So this is why our plan was not to sell into this. So we have to be very, very careful. And remember, today we don't even have, we have 4 hours still respecting structure here. So easily we could bounce up again. In terms of news today, in terms of USD, we only have FOMC meeting minutes a little bit later, but New York session is clean. But definitely we could, yeah, we need to be careful with that. We need to be careful with that and see what ends up happening, right? We need to see what ends up happening. And Yeah, I'm not too confident selling into these lows, to be honest. I need to see something a little bit better to sell into these lows here. What would I have to see? Probably have to see price leave the 1 hour support. Even then, you're selling into these wicks. That would need to happen in a high time of volume like London Open or something, or just under London Open, or if we have a big voluminous candle to give me confidence to sell into these lows. Otherwise, realistically, sells for me make most sense probably below this one, 2407, same spot as yesterday, where I'm looking for the majority of sells to play out. I think that's going to be a lot more safer. Otherwise, I would be happy to see it come down here, reject, close back above maybe this 15 to tap this target and potentially come to the top of the range. If not, buys above 24.19 as well are quite solid here to tap back into 24.25. So 50 pip range there is pretty decent range, to be honest. I quite like the buys above there, even 60 pips. The buys above here is pretty tight, 20 pips. And if we can get a liquidity grab first, it's 17 pips. I said my plan, can you take a look please? Yeah, just the sells is the only thing I don't agree. I had a look already, that's why I gave it a thumbs up. But just the sells, right? The sells below 20, below here I don't agree, below this 2006 I agree, right? But this one here, again, set up 2 from here, also difficult because we're in a range, right? We're in a range. So we're coming from the bottom of the range. I see what you're trying to do, but these sells I agree with. The sells from the sells I told you that I didn't agree with was maybe the setup 2 from here. I don't know, I find it a little bit hard. It's not crazy though. It's not crazy. But the problem is just we're bouncing off support, So I would expect that to continue, but it's not mad idea. We probably, if we're going to take setup 2 sells, we probably need like a 30-minute bearish closure. Not just a 15, because 15 is very choppy. Right? 15 is very, very choppy, so we have to be careful. And then that's how we play it. And that's it. Pretty clean, pretty simple. And that's the analysis. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the analysis, I think something went wrong with my stream. You're only 100 people in here? Damn. Normally we had like 400 people. Something must have happened with the stream. Not sure what's going on, but we'll see. Maybe notifications weren't sent or something. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the analysis, be sure to leave a like. I mean, a few of you only got the analysis. Normally more people listening into this, but it's okay. It's okay. So with the 130 of us in here, appreciate everyone showing up. Can leave a like. Folks got battered yesterday. Maybe. It's strange, man. Something's happening. I didn't get notification because maybe you turned off notifications. You have to turn, you see next to my subscribe button, there's a bell. You have to turn that bell on. On GJ, I did a plan with a couple of setup 5s. Where would you take setup 5 from? I don't know till news. We have to see news and then I make a fresh analysis. I'm not making any assumptions now because news can do, madness here. So it won't matter anyways if news does madness. Just did the YouTube business. Thank you. How many likes we got? Not bad. 105 likes. Appreciate it. It's holiday in my country. What holiday is it? St. Nicholas. Nice. I was gonna analyze GU, but you spammed it in chat. So now I'm not gonna analyze GU for you because you spammed it in chat. Let's put a news poll. News is here in 10 minutes. We'll put a news poll up for GBP CPI. Let's see what you guys are expecting. Let's see. The 140 of you guys. What's going on with my stream? That's so weird. Where have 400 people disappeared? Alright, put poll in chat. CPI news is inflation. CPI news is inflation. So that's what it is. This is toxic. What is toxic? Let's see the votes. This chat commanding you to do things? Yeah, I know, right? You have to get used to it though. There's this guy that streams news for stocks and he does a poll with red folder news and apparently there's actual success rate with viewers on his opinion. Bro, I'm telling you the same in our the same in our stream. Right? The same in our stream. It's weird. There is. It's only the OGs are here. That's why you have a good like to view count ratio. Signal copies will probably come only after news. Yeah, bro, that's what I'm thinking. Like, literally, they know that I don't trade news and that okay, fine. I'm just going to wait till after. So I should trade news today. And then when they come, I say, oh, yeah, we took it. That would be a funny prank, though, right? Good morning, Harry. Still attending the stream, although I got college finals today. Probably focus on your college finals, man. Focus on your college finals. Stream can wait one day, trust. Nice, nice. Put more weight, put more weight. Let's see what you guys are voting here. You guys are voting 57% up, 44% down. So most of you guys are expecting up here. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see up. Right? Since, you know, CPI here, I'm expecting numbers to come out a little bit higher than expected here in 6 minutes. So that should send price up to begin with. Now that might be retraced because remember what? Remember we've had a bit of pricing in my opinion. Definitely. At 198. When is CPI for GJ? In 6 minutes. 6 minutes till CPI. High liquidity and dump hard? Yeah, possibly that as well. Down for you. Why don't we open one sell order and one buy order? What if both trigger and you lose? Right? What if one triggers with spread? This is just gambling. I don't really gamble like that. I don't think trading you should gamble like that. It's not fun for me. If I'm going to trade news, I try to get into a position well before news. Let's say I was holding runners from somewhere down here. Let's say I took a position here and I'm holding runners. That's how I would hold into CPI. I'd be holding from all the way down there. And then I would say, okay, let me CPI, give me the extra push. TS, I don't understand setup 2. Can you please explain it for me? Have you watched the video on my setups? That should help you. Stop loss. Your stop loss will be slipped with spread. Your stop loss will be slipped with spread. Does CPI impact gold? No, it shouldn't. It won't impact gold unless something crazy happens, you know. But gold is, again, think of gold as like a safe haven. So if something really drastically happens with the GBP today, we might see people jump a little bit in gold for a safe haven. But based on what I've seen, it's not really. I mean, we have a look at this little bit of news here. Bank of England Governor Bailey does not address monetary policy or current state of economy. Right, that was in his speech yesterday. So he didn't really say much about what pairs are doing because I don't think he wanted to give any insights about CPI today. That's why he said it. Have you made a video on Setup 4? Yes, my video on Setup 4 is free. You go to my website and you go down here to free webinar. Look, this webinar reveals how to use Setup 4. And that's how you're going to get access to that. Right, you get access from there. Right, from my website, go to the private community and then click free webinar. That's it. Then you can watch setup number 4 for the price of 0. What about setup 5? No, setup 5 there's no video. There is video though in the exclusive group. 2.1 seems very low. Yeah, I think it's a bit it's a bit asking for a lot here, but I don't know. They can manipulate data. Definitely expecting something interesting here because for him not to comment on anything means that they're expecting something interesting here. Will CPI go big? If we see numbers, if we see the 2.1 happen, yeah, you'll probably see pound really dump. If we don't see it happen, you probably see, you know, going up. Can GBP CPI affect US 30? Guys, can you stop asking me these questions? Please use some common sense. Understand how economy works. You know, as a trader, this is your job. This is your job as a trader to understand how economies work. Right? If you don't know how economies work, how are you going to trade? So you have to understand US 30 is what? US 30 is a group of the 30th biggest US companies, man. So why would that have an effect on GBP? Right? I started your stream journal, but I don't find any setups. How can you help me? I can't help you because I don't know what you're not seeing, right? I would need to speak to you directly and stuff like that. That's why I have, you know, people in the exclusives and stuff like that. They ask me directly. I don't know exactly what you're not looking at, but don't focus on setup 2 then. Focus on setup 1. Setup 1, you know. Show up to stream, listen when we talk. Harry, can you do from now on as many push-ups as you win in pips and every pip you lose you do double? No, no, no. That's not fun. Especially if we're trading gold, that's not fair. GJ, yeah, that's probably fine. What does setup mean? Setup means the trade that you're taking, right? It's your setup. 1 minute till news here. 61% of you guys expect price to go up here. 61%. All right, I'm going to end the poll here. 60% up, 40% down. Here's the results. 223 votes, 149 likes. There's not even 223 people in stream. Yeah, the stream number is wrong today. The stream number is definitely wrong today. Not even 223 people in stream. So how do I have 223 votes? So that's obviously some sort of YouTube glitch there. Appreciate you all showing up. Be sure that you leave a like. 223. I caught you guys today. Let's see what news does. No, that's something going on with YouTube. I'm sure it's not counting properly. Because come on, how can we have 223 votes? All right, 4 seconds here. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Maybe I need to squinch my screen a bit. Might get a big candle here. I'm interested. Oh, damn, it's going up. You guys were right. Here's the upside move. That means that data came back worse than expected, right? I'm saying 2.5. I'm telling you 2.5 to 2.8. Right? That's my number here. 2.5 to 2.8. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see the number. 2.3. Damn, very small. So that's pretty good. From 3.2 to 2.3, that's almost 1% down. That's almost 1% down and already a big reaction from that. Imagine it came back 2.5. If it came back 2.5. Core CPI is 3.9. So still a little bit higher. That's why we're seeing that move up is going to be from core CPI. Core CPI would have caused that move up because it's still a little bit higher. Now we're seeing that move come into the market. So yeah, now it's pretty straightforward. We broke out the range now. Obviously, next target is this 15-minute resistance. Again, all we need to wait for, like we've done before, new structure, continuation. Even 5-minute structure for continuation. Let the news candle calm down, right? And then we trade after that news candle. Very, very simple here. Here's some notes for you guys. GBP CPI. Gold didn't react? No, it won't react. Are we looking for pullback for continuation? Yeah, any form of structure for continuation. 2.3. Slide higher. Today. Right, so that's some notes for you guys here. 2.3 came back slightly higher. We had 3.9, right? We had 3.9. Right, we had 3.9. So this is telling me that we have what? We have potential delay in rate cuts, which is why we're seeing push-up strength in the pound, right? Strength in the pound. Last candle hit your stop loss and shot up. How did it hit your stop loss, bro? Your stop loss must have been way too tight. Literally open pumped. If you were in buys, you should have been okay. Can GJ comfortably sit above 200 level? UJ, yeah. GJ doesn't matter. It's UJ that's the problem. Which pair are you trading? It says it in 4 places. It says it right here. 1, 2, 3. 3 places here. 3, not 4. And here if you count my browser, but I don't think you can see my browser. But yeah, so 3 places you can see the pair. Actually, no, 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4. You get this one here at the top left as well. This is GBP JPY. Yeah, but the problem is UJ. It's not GJ that's a problem. So UJ, the higher it gets, the more of a problem we have. Because Japan holds one of the biggest reserves of USD. So as it gets weak against USD, it's a problem for them. But the GBP, they're not bothered about. Right, so that's why we keep an eye on GBPjpy. Right, we see if it's pushing on new lows, like 63s. And then we keep an eye on USD JPY. But as for GJ, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. I think the viewers aren't here because there's no chance we enter on a CPI day. No, I think there's some sort of glitch. 200 viewers is very weird. Has to be some glitch. 200 viewers, 184 likes. It doesn't line up. So it's definitely a glitch. Any theory why GBPU spiked the euro? General assumption, politics, economies, etc. Exactly, Alex. Yes, you know, euro, GBP, a little bit similar. So if we expect delay in Euro rate and GBP rate cuts. They expect delay in Euro rate cuts. You know, especially that Euro is ahead of GBP. How do we enter now with such a big push? Yeah, we need some sort of 5-minute structure, like I showed you before on previous news. Some sort of pullbacks. The pullback is to give you stop loss. You need somewhere to put a stop loss, right? Because if you just take a buy on this candle close, 60 pip stop loss is really not going to be worth it risk to reward wise. You know, it's not going to be worth it at all. So that's what we have to wait for. Gold did push up from these lows here at the moment here. So maybe the closer we get to above 2019 here, that's also a buy opportunity, remember? 2019 potential buys. Or if we come out here wick and then close on 30-minute bearish, maybe then, you know, Tony, your idea of setup 2s can make sense. You know, but I would say we need a 30 there. I would not be too comfortable just on a 15. I think the 15 would be the aggressive, but it's not a crazy idea for setup 2. Not the craziest idea I've heard. I just don't like we're coming from bottom of range because you're trading like this. Look at how many times these setup 2 failed. This one worked here, but this is not the same. Let's look at this one. Broke the low, gave you a bit of a push, but then reversed. This one here failed fully. And this was nice because this gave you liquidity grab. I mean, it's interesting. It's a tough spot for sure. You say it, but don't trade it. Yeah, I don't gamble. If you would like to gamble, that's your choice. I don't trade news. I don't trade news. That's just how it is for me. That's my plan. If I'm going to get involved in news, I'm going to be in the trade from before. Right? That's how it works. Because you remember in news, this looks very promising, but the spreads were super high when news came out. If you had a buy order, you would have been slipped at least at 199 here. You would have been slipped for sure. For sure you would have been slipped. News isn't a gamble. You just have to have proper confluences. Most of the time it is follows the trend. Yeah, buying at news open is a gamble. Trust me, brother. I can tell you the truth. It is a gamble at open because you can't put a stop loss. You have to have no stop loss. Because spread will spike and trigger your stop loss. Even if your stop loss is 20 pips away. Even if 20 pips away your stop loss, it will still trigger it. So it is a gamble. But let's say you're taking a position before news and you're in profits. Yeah, it's not a gamble because you planned it. But to take it right at the moment and just try to say, okay, it's going up or down, that is definitely a gamble. All these guys you see online spamming positions, right? Spamming positions. You can if you don't believe me, if you don't believe me, there's a popular streamer online who did it live and lost a lot of money. Brother, what broker are you using? Laughing face. It doesn't matter on your broker. You will get... It's okay, man. It's okay. I don't have to prove anything to you. Maybe for you risking a little bit less, but when you start risking $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 per trade, it's going to matter if you get slipped. If you get slipped, if you stop loss gets hit. Roger Banks lost a lot. You can see that on live stream, right? Trying to trade news. It happens. Doesn't matter on your broker, it matters on liquidity. So if you don't mind risking losing 50% of your account, then yeah, that's fine. But let's say you took a position yesterday somewhere down here or somewhere here the day before yesterday and you're holding into news, that is perfect because it will follow trend most of the time. It will follow the analysis. Like today I did expect up as well, but I'm not going to rip a buy here, put stop loss here, get one liquidity grab like this, take me out, I lose, maybe I get slipped even more, I lose like, I don't know, 3-4% just for this to pump. because you can't predict if there's going to be a liquidity grab first. So what I rather do is, if I'm trading news, I just try to get in before news and be at break even or something. Harry, no shade. There is a way where I can show you Instagram reel of the best news strategy. Yeah, please don't show me these guys stacking positions, or people in news, they say 3, 2, 1. Oh shit, lost everything. Please, I don't need to see those reels. I've seen enough of them. I'm sure we all... I love those. Yeah, they're so amusing, bro. Sounds the same. You guys know it. You guys know it. You've all seen those reels. You've all seen those reels. It went the other way and the Furu doesn't know how to react. Yeah, man. He doesn't even want to look at the guys that he's teaching. He's like, I'm not gonna look. If I look, they're all gonna give me a death look. I saw some guy calling a live. I haven't. I wanna love to. Someone has to find it and send it to you. I have to find the reel. I have to find the reel, not the reel, but yeah, the reel where the guy's calling a live signal of news. Full margined his account, right? Full margined his account, and he's shaking, man. He's shaking. Whole hands are shaking. It's so funny. Do you withdraw crypto or bank transfer? I do bank transfer from IC Markets, man. In your case, it says you can only withdraw to the amount that you deposited. That's maybe because you're using PayPal. But if you do bank transfer, wire transfer, that you don't have that problem. This streamer missed again the move every time. Did you catch it? Did you catch it? Because if you caught it, then don't show up. Get on with your day. That's it, done. You traded news. Congrats. Congrats for trading news. You don't need my help. I don't need to trade. I'm not trading for you. I didn't miss anything because it doesn't follow my plan. That doesn't follow my plan. This is GBP CPI. Maybe you could learn something and understand why it went up. Yeah, because I have balls. All right. Big man today, huh? It's not what your bitch told me last night when she was doing... Never mind, I won't go down that route. Yeah. Really tired this morning, only had 4-5 hours sleep. Yeah, good decision not to trade, man. Appreciate you. Bro, they are. Really, it sets me up. Sets me up for it. Bro, what's the perfect time frame? I think you need to use more than one time frame, bro. 8:13 a.m. You need to use more than one time frame. You need to do top-down analysis from higher time frame down to lower time frame. That's gonna be your best way. Your best way is going to do, and then entry. For me, my favorite time frame for entry. My favorite time frame for entry is going to be the 15-minute. I like the 15-minute a lot. Can I use your broker? I'm not sure. You're in America, right? I don't think they accept. Those Bank of Japan intervention candles got wiped? Yeah, it definitely did, man. Very, very solid push up here. Just need to give us a way in if this thing wants to continue. Here's a little 5-minute thunderstorm. Damn, how much do we trust this? After such a big push, I don't know. I have to have big balls to take that. I mean, that's like your highly risky shot there, 5-minute thunder. Isn't the resistance too close? I think you have like only 6 pip stop loss, right? And if it can push past it, you definitely break even at the resistance. Brother, yesterday I watched a video said you don't use 5-minute without 15-minute confirmation. Vid was 1 year old. Yes, man, I haven't been using this strategy for 1 or 2 months. Been using it for years. So, yep, it is still valid indeed. Quick scalp, break even at resistance. It would have to be, yeah. Or even watch the wick here. That's how it would be if you wanted the scalp. Wonder if it's worth it. 3 minutes. 6 pip SL. YOLO? Yeah, that would be your quick scalp there. Personally, probably I won't. I'll see. Yeah, personally I won't, but that would be your scalp. Break of the high and then look, watch the wick and break even at the resistance up here. Thunderstorm continuation for 6 pips. You get very tight stop here, so you're basically good. You're up 3 pips. How's spread doing though? Because you have to consider spread here actually. Hopefully spread has calmed down for you guys. Yeah, spread is fine. 0.5 pips. Anyone took that thunder? Gave it a quick scalp. Nah, you guys didn't take it? I was searching for videos. What is thunderstorm? It's break of this high on 5-minute. It's a little scalp. Wanted to take it on tutor but missed it. Could probably scalp 1-minute structure. Well, yeah, that's your break-even target hit already there. 15-minute structure. So if I was in this trade, I would probably... You could actually... It's actually almost a 1-to-1 there, technically, on the trade. Actually, just under. Stop loss around 7 pips. That's around 5 pips. But I definitely would be break-even here on a risky scalp. Just because you hit target, right? You hit target. So be careful at that resistance. Yeah, that would have probably taken me out with spread. So... Saved me some commission today. Saved me some commission today. Yeah. You see? This is good though. If we can create structure and get back above 15-minute resistance, then we can trade next range. But this is why I didn't take that scalp, because, I don't know, just not worth it for that small range. But you can see how it gives, how accurate targets are, right? That's how important to have accurate targets. It's very accurate. Literally tapped it exactly and then rejected. But with GJ, you know, 6 pips is not really that worth it. You saved me mental capital and reinforced discipline, saying no to the trade. Yeah, sometimes it's just, you know, it could be cool if it works out, but, you know, if it's not really worth the commission or stuff like that, then I'm not too interested. I would be okay if we closed above the 15, as we have bigger ranges now. You know, now we work with 11 pip range. I think that would be worth it. So if we could reject here and then we can do, you know, get back above here, then we can look for buys above that. As for gold as well, trying to make its way up slowly. If we can get above 24.19, I'll be interested in buys for gold there, above 24.19. I think this range now is becoming too choppy, even for setup 2 now. Played around too much. I'm in 30% drawdown. Damn, bro. Hopefully that's a tiny account. But you shouldn't be risking that much for sure. It's too much to risk. Thunder on GU. I think GU and GJ will be the same in terms of volume here. So if GJ is not looking good for volume, then GU will be the same. But I need to mark my levels on GU. You look pretty clean on 4 hour. You tapped into this old 4 hour resistance here. That's what it seems to have rejected off perfectly right now. Maybe that's a zone on 1 hour. Let's see. 1 hour is clean here. 15-minute. Yeah, basically clean as well. Yeah, so I'd say same thing on GJ would happen on GU. Need to form structure above this rejection. We'll form structure now and then get back above this rejection. Should we sell that it's rejecting now? No, because we don't know how far it will go down because momentum is bullish here. Momentum is bullish. So if momentum is bullish, we should not fight momentum. Right? Still in GJ drawdown. What did you take on GJ? Hopefully not sells. Now you're sitting in drawdown on sells. How do you know momentum is gone? We will see price reverse, candles get smaller, stuff like that, you know. Rejection. You took buys? Yeah, just make sure you're managing it. It tapped the 15-minute level. We need something getting back above that 15-minute level for continuation. Tap perfectly into it. So to get continuation, we need something getting back above it. It's trying now, it's trying. But will it do it? That is the question. So just be careful. For me, I would just wait for something getting above there personally, as I will have more confirmation. If I took this scalp here, then I would be out break even because I would have breaked even at the 15. This would have taken me out for sure. From what I can tell, you use the wick of the previous support for your 15-minute resistance. Why not use the body like we always do? Because that's the last sign of rejection we had before an intervention candle. This was an intervention candle, wasn't a normal candle, right? This came intervention. So the last sign we had of rejection was from here. Well, actually from the 15. And then I did mark the bodies as a zone, which I can actually pull a little bit lower like that. So the bodies are a zone. Why thunder? Why was the thunder not enough? Because we're at 15-minute resistance that we rejected. I would have gone break even myself because we tapped the 15-minute resistance. I mean, if you don't mind just taking, you either do two things. You either take it and then you put 7 pip stop, take full stop loss. But 7 pip stop is still 1% if you're risking 1%. You're just adjusting lot size. You know? But for me, we're at resistance. You can see it struggling. So when I'm ever taking a risky scalp, again, like you always make the same mistake. You fail to wait for good structure after a heavy push. This is the same thing you do, right? Where 15 is based on a wick, because remember this is not a normal candle. This is a what's it called? Intervention candle here. I think we are forgetting that this is not a normal candle. This was from intervention. This is not a joke, this candle. How big was this candle? This 150-minute candle was 222 pips straight down. So the only structure we have before it is this rejection. So obviously it was rejecting something. Why did it decide to reject here? 408. So I want to keep an eye on that. And then we have structure here. But I want to keep an eye on where it rejected. And you can see it's rejecting now again. Hey Harry, do you use different higher time frames for gold than GJ for analysis? No, it's all the same. It's all the same. You're a goat. So for me, buys will make better sense once we get back above this 15, right? Because this is where we're rejecting now. And if we get above the zone we're rejecting, continuation would make sense. Still overall risky. Why? Because we've had what? We've had a major pump here. What about gold? For gold, I'm liking if we can pump up here and close above 2019. If we can close above 2019 would be cool. Selling is a little bit hard on gold today, as we are selling into this major rejection zone. But if we get a fake out from that rejection zone, I might be interested in buys again. You know, I might be interested in buys again. Give me a sec. Just go toilet and come back. Took UJ after hours hit TP, something very fishy. I don't think fishy. I think it's just something we've noticed anyways on GG as well. You know, that it just moves when it wants to move here. A scalp would be if 5-minute closes above here to get into this next zone. That would be a scalp. 12 pips stop loss, 9 pips, 7, 8, 9 pips to there, and then try get. I mean, this is a zone. It's not exactly the TP, but you'd want to get into probably your accurate TP would be, yeah, basically up here 612. 612 is accurate. These are zones we have to watch. Pretty aggressive, but we have to close above here. 5 minutes still rejecting it, right? 5 minutes still rejecting it, so I'd like to see something close above there. Not too confident with something to push. This data can give pair a decisive move now. It's already had a decisive move for the last 2 weeks. We've been moving up bullish, looking for buys. GJ should fall, news liquidity grab. It would be nice to see that type of pullback, give you confidence that any future buys you don't have to worry about a potential liquidity grab. Whereas now if you're trying to take buys, you're scalping it, you know? You're being very careful. This 15, no bottom wick here, so be careful. Also close below. Again, my plan, I want to see at least a 5-minute close above. If you're a FOMO trader, then you're just trying to FOMO in right now, right? Why don't you consider a 5-minute confirmation? Sometimes, like I just said right now, it consolidated in some indices, yeah, but that's still decisive. It's bullish consolidation. Damn, look at this, pushed up to our TP here, no bottom wick, no way I can enter that myself. If you're a FOMO trader, it looks like paid off today. right? We had bullish consolidation. The best way was higher time frame to trade GJ, right? That's why my main position this month on GJ for the whole month that's going to carry me is that swing position I took from here, right? That was my main position. Because session positions you just need, and even the one down here we took down here was great even on 1 hour time frame. Look at it on 1 hour time frame, very clean. 1 hour close above, change of structure, set up 5, stop below the range, hold it to at least up here, TP1, and even you can hold runners to continue, and you look at the continuation we've got. But 15-minute time frame, very choppy 15-minute time frame. This guy missed the move for a second time. Thank you, bro. If I actually took the move and I put my stop loss here, I would have been stopped out. With spread, that's me gone. Boop, stopped out. So I would have lost, and then you would have come in chat and said, this guy actually lost the move. When he takes a trade, he loses. Yeah, 15-minute, be careful, no bottom wick. Where was stop loss here? Below that 5-minute. This didn't stop you out. It's good. Lucky you didn't get stopped out. I'll be careful with that, man. Buying into 15-minute resistance is always tough. You know, long term. I think long term this is with volume today, I think you get away with it more than not, but this liquidity grab here, definitely a losing trade. Definitely. But setup fire, you know, as the thunderstorm, it does make sense, but you kind of want the thunderstorm just to continue. Can candle flip anytime with no bottom wick? Yes, it can potentially flip here at any time. So just be careful of that if it does want to flip. This is considered 500, so I don't need this box. You can move this box to somewhere in here. That's your whole rejection zone. If we get above that rejection zone, that looks like continuation. Man, these are really high prices. Even if we had a bottom wick here, I don't have an entry because I don't have a 5-minute closing. I don't have a 5-minute closing above. What's your thought of people adjusting the SL for trades, widening it a little? To take account possible liquidity grab? That depends on risk, right? I don't think they should over risk, but let's say they're at 0.5% risk and they want to risk 1%, or maybe they're at 1%, they want to risk 1.5, and that's within their risk limit for the day, then that's okay if they trust their idea. But as a rule of thumb, most people shouldn't be doing that, as most of them will fail with that. You know, most people will fail with that because they will just keep dragging it, you know? Damn, Alex J sent super chat. Don't need to send me money, man. I appreciate you. Here's a coffee and muffin for you, Harry. Appreciate your amazing generosity and gems. You're all good, man. I appreciate you showing up to the stream. No need to send me any money, brother. Can give that what? A heart? There we go. But appreciate it anyways. Nice one, low risk, right? Yes, everyone good. Because I remember when I lost everything I had like this, took me a while to accept my $10 gone. At least you're in profits. Look, out of $20 he sends, YouTube gives me $13, right? That's why I tell you not to send my money. Any money, right? That's it, $13. I don't need you guys' money, but I do appreciate it. It is very, very kind. If you want, he can just, but maybe he doesn't need it, you know. He can spend that money and actually get more value out of it, you know. He can get more value, spend it on month of pip labs, right? That's a month of pip labs. At least he gets more value out of that. But if he just wants to send it to me, then respect to him. I can't stop him from doing that, right? But all I can say is thank you. All I can say is thank you and appreciate the support, man. Brothers, price action more in depth in the exclusive? Yes, the exclusive is more in depth, of course, because I'm there every single day. You're asking me questions. The content there is more advanced. So it will always be more in depth. And you don't use 1 minute chart, but there's one in exclusive. Is it bad we don't use? Yeah, 1 minute chart is not enough. 1 minute chart is not enough. There is only specific times we can use the 1 minute, but not always. Not always. Just token appreciation for a long time watching, not short, don't worry. I appreciate it, Alex. Always appreciate support, man. A like will do, man. It's been almost a month since I started my funded challenge and I'm up by 0.5%. Any tips? Yeah, man. Just, you know, just go and have a look at, okay, what are causing you losses? Being up is obviously a good thing to be up, right? Being up means that you're doing something right. But you just need to see, is it because you're taking too many trades that you give back profits? Is it because you're not finding enough setups? What is the reason for it, right? Once you find the reason for it, then you can start to work your way backwards, right? You work your way backwards and solve that. But the good thing is there's no rush, right? There's no rush. How to stop being afraid of trading? You'll always have some sort of nervousness before taking a trade. It's normal human reaction. We're doing something that is challenging. So any challenge is going to cause that type of reaction from you. But just don't over risk, because at the end of the day, if you end up losing money that you can afford to lose, it's okay. It's all budgeted. It's all planned. So when you plan a trade, you trade your plan and you control everything that is inside of your control. That's the best you've done. Right, and that's the best you could have done. Harry, do you know guys that receive payouts from prop firms? Yes, I know a few, of course. I was surprised to hear multiple power cut issues. It's not the whole Dubai. It was just. We know the problem. It's literally where I live. All the villas, they have one power unit and the fuse keeps blowing. So they just need to go and fix the wire for that, but they haven't done that. So now what they've done is they've hooked us up with new wires until they can go in and fix it permanently. But it just took them a while for that. Gotta duck out through work committees, get away. Cheers, man. Take care, Joe. You from Dubai? I live here, but I'm not Emirati, no. For swing position, can we consider 5-minute change of character to enter a trade? It's a swing. I wouldn't be using 5-minute for a swing. You British? Yeah, originally. What are you looking for entry now? I quite like gold above 2019 for buys above 2019. Right? Bearish bias, range. We're in a range. No bias today, to be honest. We're just ranging. Every time we come bottom of the range, we bounce, top, bounce. So it's just a range at this point. I've identified it as a range. Like, if you're looking to sell, there's nowhere you can sell. Every time you sold in here, you got absolutely screwed. Broke lows, rejected. So I'm not interested in selling into that. The only place I would probably be interested in selling is below 2407. Have you taken a trade yet? I'm looking right now. That setup 2 is not bad. It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. It closed below. Yeah, no bottom wick. Small push only. I mean, 18 pips not that less. 17 pips not that bad actually. How big was your stop loss? If you closed exactly here, 15 pips for 26 pips. Yeah, it's a bit small, bro. Bit small. 15 pips for 26 pips. Too small of a range, you know? Too small of a range. Index hit 1%, really? Oof. That's scary. That's very scary, right? Damn. We've never hit 1% on this. That's fishy. That's really fishy here. Can 7 pips a day change your life? Yeah, but it all depends on stop loss and risk management here, you know? So if you have a 7 pip stop loss, then you can be risking 1% to make 1%, and 1% a day can change your life. But let's say you're using a massive stop loss. Let's say you're using like 50 pip stop loss, 60 pip stop loss to make 7-8 pips. You have to be risking 10-15%. So there's very high risk, low reward. And for majority of traders, when they take a loss, they can't handle that loss. And they can't handle that loss and end up losing long term because of the psychological issues. You know, and you'll need a lot more frequency because you'll need to remember, one loss will take away like 10 wins, more than 10 wins. One loss will take away more than 10 wins. So that's going to be tough, you know, especially for beginner traders. Been watching this live stream so long. My analysis in line with Harry's feels good. Yeah, that's great, man. That's great. That's great. How do you think Europe is going to react to UK inflation news once it opens now in 15 minutes? I think we've already seen some sort of reaction here already. Why did I get charged $300 on swap fees, man? What lot size were you using? Why so viewers today? I think it's a YouTube glitch. Something must be happening on YouTube. I don't think we have less viewers. We have 265 likes and 190 people watching. So I don't think there's only 200 people in here. It wouldn't make sense to me. Hopefully we get some volume here and close above here would be great to get some continuation. Make a poll to count. The last poll had 260 votes, so there's definitely more than 200 people in here. 10 lots, $300 at 10 lots is nuts, bro. It's like 3 pips. 3 pips on commission. Do you have people joining exclusive for a month only? Yeah, some people want to come into exclusive, join for a month, learn the information, and then they get busy, right? And that's the best thing about the exclusive, right? That's the best thing about the exclusive is that it's not, you're not locked into anything. I'm not telling you that you have to pay $600-700. It's literally $1.8 per day, and after a month, if you get busy, then that's it. You can leave. No one's gonna say anything to you, and the only thing you get is value. You get to trade with us. If you're trading live, most likely you're gonna make that money back for sure. You know. Just depends. Do you go and do something stupid and then lose that money, right? YouTube doing it on purpose so we can't enter the giveaway if we pass 900? Yeah, facts, right? When can I join? You can join when you want, but you'll just be on the wait list. I'm accepting 1 to 2 people a week, so just jump on the wait list so that you can be accepted, and then you'll see when you come. Maybe it will take like a week, I would say. There's about 2 people on the wait list, so you'll be able to you'll be accepted pretty quick at this point. So not to worry there. And there is another way to join without waitlist, but I can't tell you how. That's only for people if they find out how. Right? Because then they deserve, because then it proves something to me. It proves something to me. Bro, FJ traders no longer fully priced to be... you mean GJ traders? Yes, G. He meant G. F is next to G. Traders no longer fully priced 2 Bank of England rate cuts this year. Yeah, that's mad if we don't get another one. Sophie knows how. All right, all right. Sophie knows how, huh? Setup 3 happened yesterday on GU. It buys above resistance. Nice. Setup 3 is nice. It is a good setup. FOMO and GJ buys. I know the WAP glitch to get in. No, it's not a WAP glitch to get in. You can't get in on that WAP glitch. It's just there is a link, but you have to qualify. FOMO buys. I mean, the same 15-minute is happening again. This 15-minute closed, no bottom wick, rejected. I mean, if you want a FOMO buys for 7 pips here, yes, but 7 pips is not too exciting for FOMO. We want for 11 pips. We want a FOMO for 100 pips. I'm joking. Not sure. Let this make a bottom wick here and then maybe close above. That would be your FOMO buys. But I'm hoping gold can close above here. That's what I'm looking at today. That would be nice. I'm just a little bit scared because this is something that I haven't seen before in all my time of trading GJ. Is the 10-year yields are above 1% here, so I don't know what to think about that. It's a little bit scary to see we're above 1%. The highest we've ever been is here, 0.97. Now we're above 1%, so I don't know what the Bank of Japan do with that. Do they intervene? I don't know. I think I was asking you the other week, they said no worries, 2% now. Yeah, but we haven't seen it there. So do they just bring short-term volatility and say something, you know? They don't mind. They're open to this now. They're letting it go as high as they want it to go, you know? But, yeah, let's see. I know that the 1% is not going to be their threshold here, but I wonder if they do something. First time we reach the 1%. I mean, if there is a setup on GJ here, again, I'm just going to follow my rules to take a setup here. I'll probably need bottom wick on this candle, maybe something closing above, something like that. Just makes it really hard for me to believe that this thing is so pushing bullish so much here. It looks so dangerous to buy into that. You're really forcing, even if it does play out, you know. What if you don't have money but you know how to join without waiting? No, without waiting just avoids you. Secret link is shared for real motivated ones who only are here real trades to do some research, trade sharp, show motivation, learn and follow value. Yes, Sophie, exactly. Exactly. So you have to watch something. If you watch, okay, I'll give you a hint. It's on WAP. If you watch something on WAP, that's your only hint. But, you know, waitlist, you don't have to wait long anyways, so I wouldn't be too worried. 8 minutes till this 15-minute candle closed. Does it do some business here? And we get above that zone. What's WAP? No, WAP is basically the payment gateway here. It just manages my Discord. So when you go to pay, you press join now. This takes you to WAP. WAP is just a place where it gives you more information, right? It tells you about why it was created, what you have, you know, trading rooms, everything. People can leave reviews, gives you some quick features, tells you what you get included, any Q&A, you know, just stuff like that. I thought it was 45 a month. No, it's 55. If we look at the industry, because a lot of people in the industry use WAP, I'm one of the cheapest, right? If you go to WAP and see trading, you can see, look, 225 a month, 199 a month, 125 a month, 250 a month, $15 a week, 99 a month, 280 a month, 99 a month. So yeah, people charge a lot for this stuff and they don't give the same value, which is what I focus in. Will I have more access to ask you questions if I join the group? Bro, you will speak to me directly. You will literally speak to me on Zoom. Open your mic, come chat to me. I'm always there in the group. You can see. You can have a look inside the group. Go just see NY session. You'll see me. Look here. I spoke here. I spoke here. I spoke here. I spoke here. Always active. Sending analysis here. All that stuff. Harry will rant for free, always there? Yes, you get told off all of that stuff. Harry, can you tell your exact location in Dubai? Hell no, bro. Why should I tell you that? I'm gonna be annoying everyone in the group? Nah, man. You can ask as many questions as you want. That's why we're there. Don't worry about that. Bro trying to kidnap you? Yeah, bro, it seems like it. You live in JVC? No, thank God I don't live in JVC. Probably in Jumeirah? Yeah. How's GJ doing? Has it pushed more? No, it's still rejecting, Burj Khalifa? No, my friend used to live in Burj Khalifa. It's not that nice. You know, it's really weird. At night, if there's wind in Burj Khalifa, you can hear it creaking. It's really a weird sound. It's a weird sound. What's the new tax in Dubai? It's corporate tax. It's not, you don't get taxed on investments. It's not capital gains tax. It's corporate tax. But they have a release. They have a relief of 3 million dirhams. Why is that building named, bro? Your mind is not in the right place, bro. Don't be focusing on that. Khalifa is a normal name. Burj Khalifa or Maya Khalifa, what's your favorite? Burj Khalifa, bro. I'm not into that shit. You have to fucking get rid of that out of your life, man. And watch how drastically your life will improve. Have you ever tried I can't even pronounce that, man. Lawrenzian applications in your... No, I haven't, man. I haven't. Don't even know what they are, who he is, or... Guys, I can't be answering this stuff on YouTube, bro. They're gonna ban me. Last time I swore on a stream a little bit extra, they're sending messages saying, your content has been blah, 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 blah. They'll give you as life sentence. Yeah, they'll probably give you a sentence and deport you for sure if you're doing that stuff. Which is good, keeps country safe. Gold looks copy-paste scenario from yesterday's fake out. Can you walk us through why you didn't take the trade yesterday? I did. I wanted to take the trade. This was going to be my entry right here. Missed it. Should reply them. It's not your fault. YouTube gave you warning? Yeah, it gives you warning, bro. But only if you do it too much. 1 or 2 per stream, they don't seem to bother. But if I'm really one day pissed and I'm doing it a lot, only then it flags it. But like 1, 2, 3 times, I'd never get anything. What about all those streamers? Then they just change their content to mature for intended audience. You know what I mean? But streams not that bad. The biggest problem, right? The biggest problem is like your reels and stuff, reels and content. That's where they hammer you down on one swear word and stuff. But streams not too much, man. Can't make any sense of gold. I think the plan for me on gold is buys above 2019 here. I seem to like that plan. Bro, what's your morning routine? You know, wake up. I was doing cardio, like intense treadmill cardio. Now I'm taking a break off that. So I do walking instead. You know, as I get a little bit heavier. Been doing that for a year straight of cardio. Give the knees a little bit of a rest as well. Mind a little bit of rest. So now I'm just doing walking in the morning. So I go for a walk. After I finish my walk, come back, eat. All of that stuff. Shower, all of your stuff. Regular stuff like a normal human being. Read a book while I'm walking. And that's it. Get to the charts. In ranging bias counts? Not really, no. You look in ranging markets, you look to trade from the bottom of the range to the top and top of the range to the bottom. $2,000 for a week in Dubai, it's plenty, man. It's plenty. I mean, if you're counting accommodation, then that's something else, right? But just as just to use, $2,000 is plenty, man. It's enough to do some good stuff. I failed my first funded account due to max daily loss. What should I do? Remember, first of all, you need to learn from that. Right? You need to learn that, hey, you shouldn't be hitting 5% loss in a day. The triangles, yes. You shouldn't be hitting 5% loss in a day. That's bad. That's over trading. You have to control that emotion. Before you buy another one, I'd recommend maybe open a $100 account and practice on a $100 account. You know, just practice on a $100 account. Isn't bias for gold sells though? Yes, but we're in a range. So where are you gonna sell, right? You can't sell into this mess. Every time you sell into here, you lost the trade. Every time. You sold, rejected, sold, rejected, sold, rejected, sold, rejected. Try to sell here, rejected. So for me, if I want to sell today, I want to see it come up, form resistance, then sell. So I have room to sell to somewhere, not selling the lows that have failed. Now, if I want to buy today, it makes sense buying from the lows of the range to repeat all of these moves. Same move here, same move here, same move here, potential same move here. We did the same, remember, on that time when we were selling. Remember when we were selling gold from here? This was even bullish bias, right? Remember that time we were inside of the range? Where was that range? Why is that so far back? This range here, remember this one? When we were selling, we sold here, we sold here, sold here. This was bullish bias on the first day. We had bullish bias. So it's the same type of thing from the range, but now we're just doing the same thing here. Low volume right now, yeah. Will intervention happen on GJ anytime? Not yet because of USD JPY, but I don't know how they're going to handle these levels here in terms of the JPY 10 years being at 1%. I want to see them at least give us a speech about that. Having Pip Labs for this reason right there. Nice. How many trades would you take on average per week? I would say about 3 to 4 trades on average a week is how much I take. I know that seems like very little for a lot of you guys, but I focus on high accuracy trades, you know. Sometimes I'm taking 5 trades a week, sometimes even 6, but you know, I would say on average, if you average it over the year, 3 to 4. So that's why you guys every stream are like, oh, it doesn't take trade, you know, because maybe those trades come in NY as well. So when we do 3 to 4 trades a week, you know, but my trades, I aim for them to be very accurate. And sometimes they just don't happen on stream, they come after stream or something, you know. Like now, my plan here for buys on close above, I can't tell you when this comes. If this comes now, I expect it to come during a volume time like London, but it doesn't have to come right now. But if it does come now, then I'll enter now. Second trade of the day, risk half of that, right, to secure. Depends on how you're doing for the month. If I'm up for the month, like good, 5%, 6%, I'm just gonna keep it, man. I'm gonna keep it. I'll do 1% again. Allow myself 2% for the day. Yeah, then I'll just use London profits because I'm already up for the month, you know. But say I'm up only 1% for the month and I'm taking a trade in NY, I probably don't want to give that 1% back. So I rather risk 0.5%. If I lose, I'm still up. If I win, I'm up. Both ways you're up, you know what I mean? Whereas if you risk 1% and you're only 1% up, then, you know, you lose. Then just wait for the next day and then take another, you know, an option again. If it's in the same day, you know, if it's in the, I'm talking about the same day here. Why people say GJ melting, I don't know. 1 minute, 1 minute ago, they're telling me to buy GJ. Now it's melting, they're telling me it's melting. I mean, come on, man. 1 minute ago, you guys were telling me to buy this. If we took buys, we would have all lost. How many hours are you on the chart per day? I'm on the chart for, I would say a day like today is actually longer than I should be. I tried to cap it. We have NY session as well. So today I'll probably be on the chart total for 6 hours. So probably just at NYSE, I call my trading day not to be on the charts more than 6 hours. Too much. Can confirm I took tiny L on GJ. We go next. Yes, that's what I mean. Don't rush into buys. Now I can prove my point, but if this thing flew through the screen, everyone will say I'm wrong. Whereas here, you know, we can see what's going on. Is a change of character a real acceptable thing because it fails so much? Yeah, I would recommend you watch my video about change of character. That can help you. Check my video about change of character here. I have my own way of doing it and it seems a lot more accurate because I backtest it. So check this video out. Change of character versus break of structure. 29k views. People liked it. This can now give you a target, supports form to continue retest the target. If 15 closes bearish here, we have to see. It's already 17 pip range. Just breaking back into the 5-minute range is almost a 19 pip range. Gold is starting to range here. Come on, man. We wanted some nice volume in gold here. Would have been perfect. One hour looks interesting. Oh, this was London Open 1 hour. That's a shame. I lost track of time. This is London Open. That's what they say. You lose track of time when you're having fun. Uncle Terry, how you will blow up to 2,000 viewers in no time? Yeah, man, we need all that talk of no, we need to reach what's this called? 1,000 first. That's the goal. That's a pretty cool achievement. Have 1,000 people live. I would like to, you know, help 1,000 people, let them learn. I think a lot of value we give on these streams, and I think a lot of people can benefit from this free content instead of following lifestyle and stuff like this. We show up so often, so consistently, that it's really a great opportunity for people to use who's trying to get into trading, trying to progress their trading, is just to show up to the stream. You learn so much, you know. Not only that, you know, you get to see us trade live. I don't put delay on. I don't give, you know, difficult positions. I don't do anything tricky. I'm very straightforward, very sensible stop loss trading on stuff that, you know, not to just flash results, you know. And you can see that. And I've been streaming now for over a year and tracking live records with a proven track record with every single link of each single trade we took on stream, which you can go back and watch. And still profitable on it, right? You know, we've had times where it's been slow, we've had times where it's been great, and you guys have you know, you guys get to see the results. You know, if you're looking to join a stream where you just get trades every day, if I wanted to make this a hype stream where I just give you guys trades every day, all I would do is I would adapt a strategy where we get a small move and then I close out at that move, but I'm just trying to you know, not really use sensible stop loss and stuff like that, because I don't expect that direction to lose. You know what I mean? But that's not my way of trading. Can the news be retraced? Yeah, you know, it is possible here, man. It is possible. You do have mixed bias yourself here, so it's definitely possible here, Bogdan. You know, it might be an option here. Especially 1 minute till this candle closes here, closes below the structure. That could be your option to retrace some of that news. Just have to be careful of fake outs, but it could be an option for sure. You know, I've seen that happen before. Gold is pretty dead at the moment in terms of volume. Yeah, we've died a little bit on gold, kind of doing what we did back here, and then volume comes randomly. What time did that volume come? Around 15 minutes from now, we saw some volume. So this next 15-minute candle, well, this candle here should have done business. But I would say the next 15 minutes is going to give us a clear view. You think GJ might go back to 197? Not at the moment. We have a lot of ranges we need to deal with first. I do like we hit this target pretty accurately here, huh? I wonder if counter trend could make sense here. Try to retrace some of this impulsive move with the news not being as drastic as we expected. 2.3. Like, it's still good. 2.3 versus 3.2 is still very good. So I wonder if we can see a bit of a retracement here. Problem is, it's tough. Fighting a very heavy momentum. Never fun. Hi, previous 30-minute close, that resistance, and new 30-minute opened without a top wick for gold. If the current 30-minute candle flip, will it be good to enter? I just don't like the range we're stuck in, you know? I mean, you could get an entry on that to this next resistance, but it's just very tight. If you get volume, then yeah, it would make sense. You would get a nice push here. But I'm just personally, I think for me, it will be better to wait for above the resistance, so I don't have to deal with this rejection. But if you go with that idea, then again, you'll need probably bigger stop losses here. You're probably going with the 30-minute stop, which is like 40 pip stop, you know? GJ and GA look the same? Do they run correlated all the same time? Not always, no. Are there any promo codes only for exclusive people? Yes, they have promo code for Pip Labs. If you join the exclusive group, you get 20% off on Pip Labs. That's the promo codes they get. I got the year, if you can see this. Let's go, man, let's go. Committed. Right, 15-minute close here. 5-minute close back inside of its small range here. Which session do you get most of your trades? I would say it would be London, of course. That's why I stream London. But it changes seasonally. 1 month I might get a lot of trades in NY. 1 month I might get all of my trades in London. The last time I took an NY trade was... I only took one NY trade last week, you know. The rest was all London. How long till you're done streaming? Not sure. Just watching the markets here. Seeing if I can find a setup. I'm in on the flip. Flip of what? GJ? On gold? Okay. Good luck. 15 no bottom wick. Hopefully you actually wanted to reject now. Make a quick bottom wick would be much more beneficial for you. Harry, what's the difference between your backtesting software and FX Replay? The biggest difference is obviously interface, and we have tick data. We're the only backtesting software on the internet that has tick data. It's useless to skip candles because you don't get to learn the behavior of candles, right? When you're backtesting and practicing, you have to be able to play the candles like how they repeated in real life. You see how the candle's moving like we're watching it on Tradingview right now. You see? You see like this stuff here. Like you need to see that because this is going to make you emotional when you trade, learning the behavior of candles. Look at that. You see that quick move there? If you skipped a candle, it would have just skipped it really quick and you wouldn't have to see that. Maybe you got emotional when you saw that thing here, you know? So this type of stuff here is important. It's important to look at that stuff. I looked at it on the 30-minute, yeah. But I'm just saying for your trade on the 30-minute would be nice for the 15 to also have a bottom wick so you don't have to worry about it. GJ is a buy. Maybe we can retrace some of this news move, I'm not sure. Maybe this 5 closes below, we could see a bit of a dump. The other thing that we have is we have a prop firm simulator. You can simulate passing your prop firm challenge from our simulator. So you can, no need to, if you can't pass a prop firm in a simulator, you're not going to pass it in real life, you know? So instead of paying $300 for a prop firm simulator, you can just go and practice on here. That's a very, very useful thing. Obviously, prop firms have demo accounts, but that takes a long time to practice on a demo account. You could do that way, but it's also good to just backtest and prove to yourself that you can you have a profitable strategy before wasting 1 or 2 months trying to trade on a demo account or a real prop firm, you know? Do you have a time limit or simulation limit on Pip Labs if you get it? No, simulation limit for save simulations, you have like 15 slots. But 15 simulations is a lot, you know? Like if you do one simulation of 6 months, like 6 times 15 months, it's like years and years and years of simulations. Gold positions might be good for NY session. We'll have to see by NY. But if we can get above now... Oh, we do have a nipple wick. There's a small nipple here. Maybe it just made one. Give me a sec, guys. I'll go to toilet and come back. Will there be statistics like FX replay? Yes, you do have statistics tabs. In your simulation, you have statistics here. See? How much is Pip Labs? It's the cheapest. $25 a month. Cheapest simulator. I like the painting on the background. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Something chill. Wonder if counter trend sells would make sense here. Pretty risky, but don't know how I feel about it. Not the most confidence-inducing trade, but it does make a lot of sense here. If this 5-minute can close below, maybe there's a counter trend option here. Have a minute for this 5 to close. At this point, with 40 seconds, I'll probably wait for the 5. Might miss it, but I prefer to wait here. Because it might reject last minute, close above, and then you get stuck in that. If we can get a top wick on next 5 minutes and then break this lows if it leaves a bottom wick, might try a counter trend sells here. Retrace some of this news move, as I found it pretty impulsive. So let's see if we can get a top wick here. I do have bottom wick on my broker, but I do need a top wick. I wasn't fast enough to get in that. That's not a top wick on my broker. I do need a top wick here. I have no wick on my broker. I couldn't get in that fast enough. SL, I put SL above 5-minute structure, but I didn't have top wick on my broker. Couldn't get in fast enough. Look, I had the bottom wick, but not the top wick here. So I was just waiting for top wick and then get in on the flip to take that. Seems like it wants to try make one though. We'll see if it can make one. See if we can make one on my broker. Where with TPB, I'd look for a 1-to-1 here because this is a counter trend. I'm trying to retrace some of the news, you know. You believed in buys? Yeah, but now we tapped my target here. Remember, trading at highs here, coming away from that. We could see some profit taking, you know. Technically, this target's hit. I'm still higher time frame bullish here, but with this rejecting here, 15-minute closing bearish, 5-minute giving second break of structure here, I feel we could have a counter trend sell. Because remember, if we look at how news came out here, news didn't come out bad for GBP here. We're seeing numbers come back really improve, so that's going to give some hopes into rate cuts actually coming sooner. So we could see that be priced into the market. Since it counted right to adjust risk, yeah, that could be an option for sure. We are bullish today, yeah, more bullish, but where are you going to buy to, right? We don't have room to buy at the moment. We don't have room to buy. So that's why I'm also considering as a counter trend that we can sell and then later buy, right? That's very, very possible here. You could literally sell that ends up being a buy. You're basically selling the potential retracement for a buy, right? Because if this retraces down, you catch that sell and then boom, you wait for structure and then you take the buy. There's your top wick made, yeah. So now probably we need 2 minutes. Maybe a thunder here would be perfect. I'm gonna wait for a little bit more. 1 minute has no structure. 1 minute is straight push down. So I'll wait for a little bit deeper top wick, which we seem like we're getting now. What would be your target if you sell a 1-to-1 because it's counter trend? It's a counter trend trade. Ideally, I'd be looking for buys in this scenario. But after such a big push, even setup 2, I don't trust. We have a nice potential thunderstorm as well forming here. If this can respect the 5-minute support, this would be a thunderstorm forming as well. This would also be the 30-minute candle closing bearish and the second 15-minute candle closing bearish. Risk to reward, let's have a look. You have around a 17 pip stop here for a 23 pip target down to the key level. But 5-minute has to respect this support here. If it closes back in the support, I don't know. Yeah, we are closing, respecting it here. This is a 30 minutes as well. 30-minute. Small top wick on the 30 minutes so far. Top wick can break low. I think, yeah, that could be an option here. Yeah, if we can break this low here on 5-minute, I'm going to give a counter trend shot here. Tight management though. If I see this break low and reflip break high, I'm going to even close half there. I don't want to lose full on this. So we'll see if we can get involved. TP will be 1-to-1. This is counter trend, so be sure you're managing risk properly here. This is always riskier counter trend. I really rather be buying GJ than selling GJ, to be honest. Not the biggest fan of selling. What's your sell? We'll put above previous 15. $32 pip TP? No, 1-to-1. My stop loss will be above here around 16 pips, 17 pips. Target, if I can get 17, I'm happy. Oh, I was asking AD. My bad, bro, my bad. I'd be seeking buys. I agree, but we need to see that formulate. If this 5-minute close is back in the range, then I guess we have to wait for 5-minute close below to get extra confirmation for taking sells here. I would wait for it because I'm more bullish today than bearish. I mean, you could take it aggressively, still same position break of low, even though 5-minute close is back in range. It's just probability slightly reduced, you know. Don't force my ball. Pretty sure NY will bring some volume. Yeah, I don't think it's forced if we got the break because 30-minute close bearish. But now with 5-minute closing back in the range here, it's definitely not going to make sense. Which is why we kept safe and we didn't sell earlier, right? Imagine we sold somewhere earlier. Now we're in drawdown. Which is why we wait for the right confirmations here. So for me, I'm going to delete my sell order here because now the 5-minute closing back in the range. And we can wait for something else, right? So didn't get triggered on that. 10 minutes for this 15 to close. If this 15 closes like this, maybe we try the setup too. Yeah, maybe we try the setup too. Right, we'll see. But we'll need a good bottom wick because this is the first setup too after a big push, so we'll need that. But I like the structure on 5 minutes. You know how we come down, break all this structure. Now we're trying to get back above. If not, we're just going to range. Let's have a look at gold. Gold is still ranging here. Came back to the bottom of the range now. Rejected the bottom of the range. Yeah, gold is still ranging here. Barcode on 30-minute, right? If you scan this, it sends you to destination fucked. But this is why you have very specific entry techniques. People who enter too early on flips without breaking lows, boom, straight in drawdown, losing trade. This is why you need to have specific rules that allow you to know when to take counter trend trades, etc. You know, you need to exactly know, okay, break of this low is where it's going to make sense to take sells if sells are going to happen. You know what I mean? That's how it works. Bro, I spilled my water with that destination fuck. I know, right? 8 pips for 16 pips is not the best range, to be honest. I can't lie. How many push-ups can you do straight? I have not tested. But if I would have to guess, my stamina is not that bad. Straight. I could probably... I know I can get 50. I know I could get 50. The viewers glitch is on other streamers as well. Yeah, it seems to be a YouTube problem. Yeah, there's no way we have only 90 viewers here because there's 3,800 views on today's live stream. I know I can get 50, but I don't know. I'd have to test past that. I used to do 25 push-ups straight pretty easy. People come and go, bro? No, it's just a glitch. If everyone clicks like, well, yeah, there's 355 likes, which is pretty big. How do they know that other streamers? Are they stream cheating you? Looks like it, right? You guys are cheating on me, right? Watching other streamers. Yeah, gold is a barcode here, man. When you deleted the sell, they were like, no positions, I'm out. Yeah, that's not my fault that there's no position. That's just the market didn't want to trigger us into our position. So now we have to wait for another thing. Right? We have to wait for another. Six minutes for the 15 to close bullish. Might give us setup 2. Bro, you gotta be the funniest unintentional funny human I've ever seen. You know, Bitcoin has been on a tear. Ethereum popped up. Phew, look at this. This is, you talk about volume. Look how much volume there is here. People who say, oh, there's no pullbacks, I need to FOMO in. Even with this much volume, you get pullbacks that allow you to get close above and continue. Like, even with this much volume, if you wait for pullbacks, you get good setups. And this is Ethereum. And that's the beauty of price action. Bro, so my trading plan when I trade is from 7:30 to 10 a.m. in NY. After that, I don't force trade. What do you think? I think that's perfect, man. My trading plan is my trading plan for NY is 8 to 10. That's what I would trade in NY, 8 to 10. 10:30 is fine as well. Buys above resistance. We have better range above resistance. Buying to this resistance. It's very small here. You mean 22 in NY? No, NY time. So NY opens at 8 a.m. Eastern. 8 to 10 a.m. Eastern is normally the best time to trade in NY. Man, this is not very fun what it's doing right now. That'll be 4 p.m. Yes, correct, man. 4 p.m. Boring day. Yeah, well, gold is just absolutely crabbing here. Look at this 30-minute full barcode. We didn't even move. From when we came, we went up, we came down, and now we're in the same spot. GJ, obviously news came, and now we're trying to make a decision. We're trying to make a decision. Needs to do something. Needs to do something for us. GU is doing the exact same thing. Boring week so far. Yeah, I think GBP has. Look, I think that there could be an option to try setup 2, but we have to break even at the 15-minute resistance, which kind of sucks because it's so close. Don't know how I feel about that. 7, 8 pips, 8 pips. I need a fat bottom wick on next 15-minute candle, like literally retest here, because this is the first setup 2 after a big push. Normally fails. So it wouldn't fail if we had a fat bottom wick here, because why should it make such a big bottom wick to then just push up? Today we learned a lesson of sitting on our hands, and do you notice we learn this lesson often? So what happens though when we learn this lesson? When we take a trade, it wins, but we just need. Don't go lobster just around. I hope, man. It's, you know, we're just waiting here at this moment. Definitely no lobster on gold. Gold is being shit. Do you have a brother? No, I don't have. Do you need it to close above 15-minute resistance to be valid? Not really, since we crossed through it twice. But definitely, you know, you needed to break the wick. If it was a fresh one, then yeah. The reason we're reacting is we're actually reacting off this 5-minute here. We're getting so close to that resistance, you know. Right. This is what I need to see, guys, now in this next 15-minute. Deep bottom wick, flip, break the high, and I'm going to try get to here. When I get to here, we'll see if we get the continuation. If we get the continuation, then we'll have a nice little trade going. If we don't, then that's it. I'm going to wait till later. I need a good bottom wick here. So let's see if we can get the bottom wick. If you go just now, break of the high, just be careful, you know, expect drawdown. But I'm not looking to hold drawdown here. So at least a bottom wick, maybe at least to somewhere here. That's where I'm looking for it. And now if this just flips and pushes, then yeah, it's an option for people who want to take a riskier entry. But for me, I'm going to follow my plan. And I want that deeper bottom wick. Come on, give us the deeper bottom wick. Retest down here, come on. Do it for us. Because I'm not too worried, even if I miss this position here, guys, I can take buys above the resistance. Right? I can take buys above the resistance. So I'm not too worried. because this we're dealing here with how big of a range? We're dealing with like 6-7 pip range here to 500 is a 8 pip range. So don't worry, if this just flips and goes, don't feel FOMO, because then we just take setup 1 above the range. Right? That's how it works. So let's see this come down so we can have confirmation to buy 8 pips earlier than we would have. Adding volume in a cup. I found the reel. Okay, good. Didier will be happy. Didier will be happy. So here it made small bottom wick and is now trying. Don't trust it. Doesn't have enough juice for me. You can see it failing already. I wouldn't feel comfortable in this position as I feel it needs more juice. Yeah, no proper retracement, right? You can see the juice fading out. But with big bottom wick, you'd expect it flip and rocket. But remember, it doesn't matter, because if we get a close above here anyways, that's going to be the next trade to continue bullish. So you're just missing out on a little bit. But we need extra confirmation to get a little bit extra more, right? That's the trade. We play that trade. We play the trade of wait for extra confirmation to get more pips, instead of holding drawdown like this, right? If gold actually gets moving in the next 10 minutes, it will be interesting, because we've been ranging all morning. So I would expect a good move, right? After a heavy range. Can we enter on flip? I think best on GJ to wait for close above at this point here. I personally will be waiting for close above the range here. Unless we make a very deep bottom wick, then I'll enter back on flip again. But I need juice. It needs juice to continue up. So either it creates structure in here, which then closes above here, and that's your juice. Or it needs to come down here, grab some juice to continue up. Because we remember, we don't want it to continue up, reject, then go. Because we're going to be stopped out at break even when that happens. So we need it to reject now, then go in one swift move here. Did you use all the juice? Yeah, it did use a bit of its juice. I think volume will not continue, will move sideways till NY. Yeah, very possible here. Very, very possible. It is looking quite crabby right now, especially gold. Yeah, I guess we just need to wait for the plan, guys. Wait till the plan comes out. So easy plan here. GJ, wait for close above. Hopefully we get some sort of retracement. That would be better to see some sort of retracement back down. You look to continue maybe a little bit later by NY here. I would have liked to seen a bigger bottom wick here. So we'll see what happens after in a little bit here. For gold, same plan. Same plan, buy on close above here. If you guys get the close above 2019 here, I'll be looking for buys. So we just need to wait for that. I don't know what time that will come, but we've been streaming for over 2 hours. So we'll just wait for that, set alerts, and we can wait till that happens, right? And then once that happens, you can take the positions. That's how it is. So obviously ranging session here for gold did nothing here. GJ is trying to do something, right? But it's just struggling at the moment. That's what I mean. There's not enough juice. We need something to bring juice here. I wouldn't be surprised to see a fat candle come towards the downside. So see you guys on tomorrow's stream. Appreciate you for showing up. Hopefully tomorrow's stream we get something interesting. You guys know how it works. You've seen it. We wait 3 days, we get a win. We wait 2 days, we get a win. You know what it works, how it works here. So that's how it has to work. We just have to wait and see when London gives us a push. But I'm sure we'll get some sort of positions once we get some sort of volume. Now that CPI is finished as well, hopefully we can get some interesting movement. So yeah, appreciate everyone. Take care. Make sure to follow the plans during you know, the rest of the day here. We could see this continue. Here you can see price starting to get weak. So I wouldn't be too comfortable in S2 right now. Probably wait for the close above. And yeah, I'll catch you guys a little bit later. And yeah, with that being said, take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you guys.